My name is Phil Risley. I'm an attorney at Ankin Law. I have over 20 years experience working for injured people and for people who have been injured at work. 7 years old, I moved to West Des Moines, Iowa from Indianapolis, Indiana. So I consider myself an Iowan since I grew up the majority of my grade school, junior high, and high school years there. I was also very involved in sports, baseball, golf, you name it, I was playing it. I went to DePaul University in Greencastle, Indiana, and I majored in economics. And then I took the LSAT following my graduation. I had experience and always had an interest in the law. I remember as far back as junior high school being involved in mock trial competitions. The law always fascinated me because under the law, everybody is treated equally. I worked at a small general practice firm for a couple of years, and then I worked at a personal injury firm for 8 years. And I got a lot of experience doing arbitrations and trial work, jury trial work. And then after that 8 years at that firm, I started my own practice, and I had my own personal injury practice for about 10 years. Why Ankin Law? At that point in time, I had over 20 years experience. I kind of know the Chicago legal market. I've talked to a lot of different firms over the years and kind of know what the workings are. And frankly, I chose Ankin Law because when I talked to Howard and Ian and some of the other folks here at Ankin Law, I felt like their values were aligned with mine, and they take their job seriously, and it's a privilege to work on these cases for injured people. With athletic background, you learn to work as a team, and even though I might be the lawyer that's assigned to a certain case, there's definitely a team atmosphere at Ankin Law where if I have a question, I can talk to somebody else about it. Have they faced this issue before? Have they been in front of this judge before? Those sorts of things. Or have you talked to this doctor before? Have you taken his deposition before? What's he like? What's she like? I like the atmosphere here at Ankin Law does give me that ability to kind of work in a team environment. When I'm handling your case, I think you can expect to be treated with respect from me first and foremost. I think that you can expect to have a partner in your case. I'm a big resource for my clients because, presumably they haven't had to go through this before. Hey, how's it going? I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I know how insurance companies work. I know how insurance companies view certain doctors' offices. I know how they view certain medical treatments. I know how they investigate cases. I know what facts I need to pin down early on in the case to get it on the right track. You've done everything you needed to do. You got the treatment you needed. I'm happy that it all worked out for you. I can help them get the treatment that they need. I can help them get into doctor's offices if necessary. If they're not satisfied that they're getting good treatment, I can make sure that they're getting good treatment. And I can help them help themselves by telling them and instructing them on how to proceed and to make sure that they're hitting their appointments. And sometimes when they're losing hope or feeling a little bit depressed about their situation, I think my job is to help them, see it through and let them know that we're going to get through this together. Honestly, it's been my pleasure. I'm so happy it worked out, and look forward to seeing you soon. But I think the biggest satisfaction is when I investigate the case, talk to witnesses, get the case worked up, provide the evidence to the insurance company, and get them to change their mind and realize that indeed they do need to pay my client, and it is a compensable case, and that my client should be treated fairly. Hey, Jocelyn. I think that Ankin Law has grown organically, and I think a lot of the business, a lot of the files that I get on a day-to-day basis that come into my office, I'll see that they're referred by a former client, or they are referred by word of mouth, or somebody's cousin used us, or aunt or uncle used us. That makes me feel good about working at Ankin Law because I see a lot of people that are recommending our firm. And I talk to my clients at the end of cases sometimes, and I'll say, I hope you don't have to use me again. I hope you don't get injured. I want you to stay safe and healthy. But the biggest compliment anybody can give us is referring a case to us or coming back to our firm to use our services again.
A hardship letter.
At the end of the day, I am happiest and most fulfilled when I'm being of service to others. I would quote the Beatles who say, "The love you take is equal to the love you make." So when I say that, I mean, if I'm being of service and I'm helping other people, there's something that I get from that, and it actually is helping myself.